Hello, gentle soul. Welcome to our quiet corner of the universe, a place where the noise of the day finally fades into a soft, distant hum. It's just you and me here, sharing the stillness of the midnight hour. I don't know your name or where you are listening from, but I feel your presence. I can sense the weight you've been carrying because tonight we are going to talk about that weight. That heavy, invisible cloak that sometimes wraps itself around our shoulders. The feeling of being not quite enough. The feeling of failure. Take a slow, deep breath with me, in and out. Let the air fill your lungs, and as you exhale, imagine you are releasing just a tiny fraction of the day's tension. You don't have to let it all go at once, just a little. That's it. You are safe here. I want you to travel with me in your mind to the very heart of this feeling. It often arrives uninvited, doesn't it? It might creep in during a quiet moment, just as you're about to fall asleep. Or perhaps it's a constant companion, a shadow that follows you through your day, whispering doubts into your ear. It tells you that you should be further along. It points to others on your screen, in your office, in your memory, and shows you all the ways you don't measure up. It holds up a distorted mirror, reflecting back not who you are, but who you aren't. This feeling has a texture. It feels like thick, wet wool, heavy and suffocating. It muffles the sounds of joy and makes it hard to move. Every step requires a monumental effort. Getting out of bed can feel like climbing a mountain. Answering a simple email can feel like writing a novel. The world outside seems to be moving at a frantic pace, a blur of success and happiness, while you are stuck in slow motion, trapped in a bubble of inadequacy. And with this feeling comes the overwhelming desire to escape. Oh, how powerful that urge is. The desire to pull the covers over your head and wish the world away. The desire to cancel all plans, to silence all notifications, to just disappear, to become invisible. So no one can see the failure you feel you are. This isn't cowardice. Please hear me when I say this. It is not a sign of weakness. It is a deeply human response to pain. When we are wounded, our first instinct is to find a safe place, to retreat, to hide until we feel strong enough to face the world again. Your desire to escape is simply your heart's cry for sanctuary. It's a plea for a truce in a battle you feel you are constantly losing. Tonight, we're not going to fight this feeling. We are not going to argue with it or try to banish it with forced positivity. That would be exhausting, and you are already so tired. Instead, we're going to sit with it. We are going to acknowledge its presence. We are going to wrap it in a blanket of gentle understanding. Imagine this feeling as a lost child, cold and afraid, standing at your door in the middle of the night. It's crying, it's shivering, and it doesn't know where to go. Your first instinct wouldn't be to yell at it to go away. You would open the door, wouldn't you? You would guide it inside, wrap it in the warmest blanket you have, and sit with it in the quiet, letting it know it's not alone. So let's do that now for this part of you. Let's acknowledge the exhaustion, the bone-deep weariness from trying so hard, from holding it all together, from smiling when you wanted to cry. It's okay to be tired. It's okay that you don't have all the answers. It's okay that today was hard, and yesterday, and maybe the day before that. In this moment, there are no expectations, no deadlines to meet, no standards to uphold. There's only the soft rhythm of your breathing, the gentle weight of your body sinking into your bed, and my voice, here to keep you company. You have permission to be exactly as you are right now, tired, hurting, and wanting to hide. You are seen. You are understood. Let's focus on your breath again. A slow inhale, feeling the cool air enter your nostrils, and a long, slow exhale, feeling the warmth as it leaves. Each breath is a tiny anchor, holding you to this present, peaceful moment. The past, with its perceived mistakes, cannot touch you here. The future, with its looming anxieties, is not here yet. There's only this breath and the next, and the next. The rain continues to fall outside, a gentle, steady rhythm, a lullaby from the sky. It's washing the world clean, and perhaps in a small way, it can help wash away some of the harshness you've directed towards yourself. Let the sound soothe you. Let it be a reminder that even the sky needs to cry sometimes to release its own heavy burden so that the sun can eventually shine again. For now, just rest in the sound, rest in the quiet, rest in this shared space of understanding. You have carried so much. It is time to begin ever so gently to set it down. Welcome back. I hope you are feeling a little more settled, a little more present in this cocoon of quiet we have built together. In our first chapter, we gave a name and a shape to that heavy cloak of failure. We decided not to fight it, but to simply sit with it, to offer it a moment of warmth and understanding. Now, I invite you to listen, not with your ears, but with your heart. In the deep silence of a sleepless night, if you listen closely, you can often hear them, the echoes. The faint, persistent voices that feed this feeling of inadequacy. Where do they come from, these whispers in the dark? They are often ghosts of words spoken long ago. Perhaps it's the echo of a parent who, in their own misguided attempt to motivate you, compared you to a sibling or a neighbor's child. They didn't mean to wound you, perhaps. They were likely projecting their own fears and ambitions onto you. But the words stuck, didn't they? They became a measuring stick that you subconsciously carry with you, one that always seems to find you falling short. Or maybe it's the echo of a teacher who singled out a mistake you made, their red pen a slash against your confidence. It was just one test, one essay, one moment in a lifetime of moments, but the echo of not good enough still reverberates in the quietest corners of your mind. Think of your mind as a vast, quiet room, and these echoes are the sounds that have bounced off its walls for years. They are the collected critiques, the disappointed sighs, the casual, cutting remarks that you may not even consciously remember, but your heart remembers, your soul remembers. And in the stillness of the night, when your defenses are down, these echoes grow louder. And in our modern world, there is a new kind of echo chamber, isn't there? It's the one that glows in the palm of your hand, the endless scroll of curated lives. We see the promotions, but not the rejections. We see the picture-perfect vacations, but not the mountain of debt or the arguments that happened just off camera. We see the beautiful wedding photos, but not the lonely nights or the difficult compromises that are a part of every real relationship. We are constantly comparing our raw, uncut, behind-the-scenes footage with everyone else's meticulously edited highlight reel. It's an impossible standard. It's a race with no finish line, against competitors who aren't even showing you the real track. And yet we do it. We scroll and we compare. We see a friend's new home, and the echo in our quiet room whispers, "Why haven't you achieved that?" We see a colleague's success, and the echo taunts, "You're being left behind." We see images of perfect bodies, and the echo sighs, "You will never look like that." Each scroll, each comparison adds another layer to that heavy cloak we spoke of, making it harder to breathe, harder to believe in our own worth, in our own unique, unshareable journey. But perhaps the loudest echo of all is the one that comes from within. It's the voice of the person you think you should be. We all have one. A perfect, idealized version of ourselves that we carry in our imagination. This ideal you is incredibly accomplished. They are disciplined, always motivated, never procrastinate. They are eloquent, witty, and always know the right thing to say. They are patient, kind, and never lose their temper. They have a perfect career, a perfect family, and a perfect life. And this ideal you stands beside the real you, pointing out every flaw, every misstep, every deviation from the perfect plan. This inner critic, this echo of our own impossible expectations, can be the most relentless of all, because we believe it. We believe that we should be that person, and our failure to be them is the ultimate proof of our inadequacy. But let me ask you a gentle question. Who created this perfect version? You did. And if you created it, you also have the power to see it for what it is, a fantasy, a beautiful but ultimately unreal ghost. Let's try something. I want you to imagine that inner critical voice. Don't fight it. Just listen to its tone. Is it angry? Is it disappointed? Is it scared? Often, beneath the harsh criticism, the root of this voice is fear. It's a terrified part of you that is trying to protect you. It criticizes you before anyone else can, because it thinks that if it can point out all your flaws first, the criticism from the outside world won't hurt as much. It's like a child who, afraid of monsters under the bed, becomes a monster themselves to scare the others away. It's a misguided protector. It learned, somewhere along the way, that being harsh was the only way to stay safe, to push you to be better so you wouldn't get hurt or be rejected. Tonight, what if we didn't yell back at this voice? What if, instead, we turned to it with compassion? What if we whispered back into the quiet room of our mind, "Thank you. I know you're trying to protect me, but I am safe now. I'm tired, and I need to rest." You don't have to believe it fully yet. Just offering the sentiment is enough. It's planting a tiny seed of self-compassion in a field that has been barren for too long. Let these echoes fade into the background. Acknowledge them like you would acknowledge the sound of a distant train passing in the night. It's there, but it doesn't require your attention. Your attention is needed here, in the comfort of your bed, in the gentle rise and fall of your chest. The sound of the rain is a constant, soothing presence. Let it wash over the echoes. Let the gentle rhythm of the piano guide your thoughts away from the harsh words and towards a place of peace. There is nothing to fix, nothing to solve. Just be, just breathe. Welcome back, my friend. We've sat with the heavy cloak of failure, and we've listened to the echoes in the quiet room of the mind. Now, let us talk about something that often gives these feelings their immense power. The ghosts of the lives we thought we would live. The weight of unlived dreams. There is a path that exists for each of us, not in reality, but in our imagination. It's the path we started sketching out as a child, when someone asked, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" A doctor, an astronaut, an artist, a hero. The lines were bold and the colors were bright. As we grew older, the sketch became more detailed. It included a specific university, a dream job, a certain kind of relationship, a house with a white picket fence, or a sleek apartment in a bustling city. This path became our secret blueprint for happiness. It was the if only narrative. If only I get that degree. If only I land that promotion. If only I find that person, then I will be happy. Then I will be a success. And what happens when life, in its infinite and often chaotic wisdom, deviates from the blueprint? What happens when we take a different turn? When the door we were so sure would open remains firmly shut? When the relationship we poured our heart into ends? When the career we planned for doesn't bring the fulfillment we expected? A gap forms. A painful, gaping chasm between the life we are living and the life we imagined for ourselves. And in this gap, the feeling of failure festers and grows. We don't just mourn the loss of the dream itself. We mourn the person we thought we would have become had we achieved it. We see that imagined self, that successful, happy, fulfilled version of us standing on the other side of the chasm, looking back at us with a mixture of pity and disappointment. And we feel like a failure, not because our current life is necessarily bad, but because it is not that life. The weight of these unlived dreams is heavy because it's a weight of what ifs. What if I had studied harder? What if I had been braver? What if I had made a different choice? These questions loop in our minds, especially in the dead of night. They are unproductive, tormenting questions because they have no answers. They send us spiraling down a rabbit hole of regret, convinced that we, and we alone, are the architects of our own disappointment. We blame ourselves for not being the flawless creator of the life we designed in our heads. But let us hold this thought gently, like a fragile bird in our hands. What if the blueprint was never the point? What if life was never meant to be a straight line from A to B? A tree does not grow straight up towards the sun without any deviation. It twists and turns. It bends in the wind. Its branches reach in unexpected directions, seeking the light wherever they can find it. A storm might break a branch, but the tree continues to grow, healing around the wound, creating a new, unique shape. Its beauty lies not in its perfect symmetry, but in its resilience, its history, its imperfect, gnarled, and utterly unique form. Perhaps our lives are the same. Perhaps every detour, every unexpected turn, every closed door was not a sign of failure, but a redirection. A cosmic nudge pushing us towards a path we couldn't have imagined for ourselves, but one that holds lessons we needed to learn, people we were meant to meet, and strengths we didn't know we had. The pain of a lost dream is real. Let's not deny that. It deserves to be mourned. It's okay to feel sad for the life you thought you would have. It's like grieving a friend you never met. So, for a moment, let's allow ourselves to feel that grief. Let's acknowledge the disappointment. Breathe it in. Feel the ache in your chest. And as you breathe out, imagine you are gently releasing that idealized image. Let it float away like a paper lantern into the night sky. Watch it go, with gratitude for the hope it once gave you, but with the understanding that it is no longer yours to carry. Its weight has been holding you down, preventing you from seeing the beauty and potential in the path you are actually on. By releasing the blueprint, you are not giving up. You are making space. You are creating room for the unexpected, for the possibility that the life you are currently living, with all its messiness and imperfections, holds a different kind of beauty, a quieter, more profound beauty. The strength you've gained from your struggles, the empathy you've developed from your pain, the wisdom you've earned from your mistakes. These are treasures that were not in the original blueprint. They are treasures you could only have found on the specific, winding, unexpected road that is your own. Let the sound of the rain be a reminder of this release. Each drop falls with no predetermined path, joining with others to form streams and rivers, flowing towards a vast ocean it cannot yet see. It simply follows the course of gravity, the path of least resistance. Tonight, perhaps we can do the same. We can stop fighting so hard to steer our lives back to a path that no longer exists. We can relax our grip on the wheel. We can allow ourselves to be carried, just for tonight, by the gentle current of our own breath, trusting that we are headed somewhere we need to be. There is no map. There's only this moment, this breath, this quiet peace. Welcome back. We have journeyed through the weight of unlived dreams, and we have gently let go of the rigid blueprints we once held so dear. Now, I want to talk about the destination that our tired hearts so often seek. It's a place we mentioned briefly at the beginning of our journey tonight, the place of retreat, the sanctuary of shadows. When the feeling of failure becomes a crushing weight, when the echoes of criticism grow too loud, when the grief for a life unlived feels too raw, there's a deep primal instinct that rises within us, the urge to hide, to find a small, dark, quiet place and disappear from the world. We long to draw the curtains, to turn off the phone, to pull the thickest, softest blanket over our heads and create a fortress of solitude. Let us be very clear about this. This desire is not weakness. It is not cowardice. It is wisdom. It is the wisdom of the wounded animal that seeks out a hidden den to lick its wounds. It is the wisdom of the tree in winter that sheds its leaves and draws its energy inward to survive the cold. It is the wisdom of the body that demands sleep to heal and regenerate. Your desire to retreat is your soul's profound understanding of what it needs to survive. The world outside is so often a place of harsh light, the light of scrutiny, the light of expectation, the light of constant performance. We are expected to be on all the time, productive, sociable, resilient. We are told to face our fears and push through the pain. But there are times when this light is not illuminating. It is blinding. It is interrogating. And our spirit, like our eyes, needs a respite from the glare. The shadows offer that respite. The darkness of a quiet room is not an empty void to be feared. It is a soft velvet cloak that shields us from the world's demanding gaze. In the sanctuary of shadows, we are no longer required to be anyone. We are not an employee, a parent, a child, a friend. We can shed these roles, like taking off a heavy costume at the end of a long play. Here, in the quiet, we are simply a being, a consciousness, a collection of feelings and sensations, breathing in and breathing out. There is an immense freedom in this anonymity. No one is watching, no one is judging, no one is expecting anything from you. The pressure dissolves. Think about the different doors to this sanctuary. Sleep is perhaps the most profound. It is the ultimate letting go, a nightly surrender. It is a tide that gently pulls you away from the rocky shore of your waking anxieties and out into a deep, quiet ocean of unconsciousness. In sleep, the mind stops its frantic spinning. The body repairs its cells. The emotional slate is, for a few precious hours, wiped clean. To crave sleep when you are overwhelmed is to crave one of the most powerful forms of healing available to you. Another door is the portal of story. Getting lost in a book, a film, a podcast. Why is this so comforting? Because for a little while, we get to inhabit another reality. We can borrow someone else's life, feel their triumphs and their sorrows, without the burden of our own. It's a vacation for the soul. We can travel to distant galaxies or enchanted forests or historical eras, all from the safety of our bed. This is not mere distraction. It is a form of psychic rest. It allows the part of our mind that is so tired of its own story to go dormant, while other parts are gently engaged. And then there's the sanctuary of simple stillness, the act of doing nothing at all. In our culture, doing nothing is often seen as laziness, a waste of time. But this is a profound misunderstanding. Doing nothing is a sacred act. It is in the stillness that we can finally hear our own true, quiet voice, beneath all the echoes we spoke of earlier. It is in the stillness that our nervous system, so often frayed and overstimulated, can finally downregulate and find its equilibrium. It is in the stillness that our creative well, so often drained by daily demands, can slowly begin to refill. So tonight, I give you full, unconditional permission to inhabit your sanctuary, whichever one you choose. Give yourself permission to hide, to retreat, to be unproductive. The world and its problems will still be there tomorrow. The to-do list will wait. Your healing, your rest cannot. It is the most important appointment you have. Feel the space around you right now, your bed, your room. This is your den. This is your safe harbor. Feel the texture of your blanket. Notice how it drapes over you, a gentle, protective weight. Notice the quality of the darkness behind your closed eyelids. It's not an angry, empty black, but a soft, deep, restful charcoal. The sounds of the rain and the music are the walls of this sanctuary, keeping the harshness of the world at bay. There is nothing you need to do, nothing you need to figure out. Your only task in this moment is to be here in this safety, to allow yourself to be held, to allow the shadows to comfort you. You have been so strong for so long. Now it is time to be soft. It is time to be still. It is time to rest. Welcome back to our sanctuary. We have found shelter in the shadows, and we have given ourselves permission to retreat from a world that asks for too much. Here, in this quiet haven, we are going to practice something very simple, yet very profound. We are going to practice the art of kindness, directed not outwards, but inwards. Towards the one person who needs it most right now, you. For so long, you have been trying to think your way out of this pain. You've analyzed your failures, debated with your inner critic, and tried to reason with your sadness. But sometimes the mind is too tired to find a solution. Sometimes the path to peace is not through thinking, but through feeling, through simply being. So let's begin with the breath. It has been with us all night, a faithful, steady rhythm. Bring your awareness to it now. Don't try to change it, just notice it. Notice the gentle rise of your chest or your abdomen as you inhale, and the soft fall as you exhale. Imagine each breath as a wave of gentle energy. As you breathe in, imagine you are breathing in pure, unconditional kindness. Let this kindness be a soft, warm, golden light. See it filling your lungs. And as you breathe out, imagine you are releasing the harshness. Breathe out the voice of the inner critic. Breathe out the feeling of not enough. You don't have to push it out. Just allow it to leave, carried away on the warm tide of your exhale. Inhale kindness, exhale judgment, inhale peace, exhale striving. Let's just stay with this for a few moments. A slow, gentle rhythm. Your body knows how to do this perfectly. There is nothing for you to do but allow it. Now, let's let this wave of kindness travel through your body. Imagine that warm golden light flowing from your heart, down through your torso, and all the way down your legs to the tips of your toes. Your feet have carried you through so many difficult days. They have stood firm even when you felt like crumbling. Send them your gratitude. Allow them to feel heavy, warm, and completely at rest. Let go of all tension in your ankles, your calves, your knees. Let the warmth travel up into your hips, your lower back. This is an area where we hold so much tension, so much of the burden of our responsibilities. Imagine that golden light like a warm healing balm, melting away any tightness, any aches. Give this part of your body permission to completely let go, to sink deeply into the mattress beneath you. You are fully supported. You don't have to hold yourself up anymore. Let the wave of kindness flow up your spine, vertebra by vertebra, and let it spread across your shoulders. Oh, the shoulders. They carry the weight of the world, don't they? They hunch forward in defense and rise up to our ears in anxiety. Right now, consciously invite them to drop. Imagine them melting down and away from your ears, releasing a burden they have carried for far too long. Feel the space it creates around your neck. Allow this softness to flow down your arms, through your elbows, into your wrists and your hands. Your hands. Think of all they have done. They have worked, they have created, they have held on so tightly. Gently, if you notice your fingers are curled, invite them to unfurl. Let your palms be soft and open, resting gently by your sides. A gesture of surrender, a gesture of peace. And finally, bring this gentle awareness to your head, to your jaw. This is another secret hiding place for stress. Let your teeth part slightly. Let your tongue rest softly in your mouth. Allow the tiny muscles around your eyes to smooth out. Relax your forehead. Let your entire face be soft, serene, like the face of a sleeping child. You are here now, in your body, in this moment, breathing. The rain is falling outside. The music is playing softly. In this moment, you are not a success or a failure. You are simply a human being at rest, and that is enough. It is more than enough. Being here, breathing, offering yourself this quiet kindness, this is the most important work you can do tonight. Healing is happening in the stillness. Restoration is happening in the quiet. You don't need to strive for it. You only need to allow it. Every breath is an act of self-love. Every moment you remain here in this quiet stillness is a victory over the frantic pace of the world. You are reclaiming your right to rest. You are remembering how to be kind to yourself. Continue to feel the gentle weight of your body, the soft rhythm of your breath, and the peaceful atmosphere of your sanctuary. You are safe. You are held. You are at peace. And so we arrive at the threshold, the soft, hazy shoreline between wakefulness and sleep. We have traveled far tonight, you and I. We looked directly at the heavy cloak of failure, and instead of running, we offered it warmth. We listened to the echoes in the quiet rooms of our minds, not with anger, but with compassion. We mourned the beautiful blueprints of lives we never lived, and then we gently let them go. We found sanctuary in the shadows, giving ourselves permission to hide and to heal. And just now, we practice the simple, sacred act of being still, of being kind to our own bodies. You have done so much. The journey has been deep, and now it is complete. There's nothing left to do. I want you to hear these words and let them sink into the deepest part of your being. Rest is not a reward. It is not something you earn after a day of productivity or success. Rest is a requirement. It is a fundamental right of your body and your soul. You do not need to justify it. You do not need to apologize for it. You need it, just as you need air to breathe and water to drink. And tonight, you have given yourself the gift of preparing for this deep, essential rest. The world will demand your energy again tomorrow. The lists and the worries will be waiting. But they are not for now. Now's the time for sleep. Now is the time to let go completely. You can let go of my voice now. Let it become just another sound in the room, mixing with the gentle patter of the rain against the window. You have my full permission to drift away, even before I finish speaking. Your only task now is to surrender to the gentle downward pull of sleep. Imagine you are a small boat that has been tethered tightly to a busy dock all day. The ropes are the worries, the expectations, the regrets. One by one, I want you to imagine these ropes being untied. The rope of what you should have done today, ... Let it go. The rope of what you must do tomorrow. Let it fall away into the water. The rope of being a certain kind of person. Let it uncoil and drift away. And now, your little boat is free. It is floating on a perfectly calm, still, moonlit lake. The water is dark and deep and peaceful, and a gentle, invisible current begins to carry you away from the shore, out towards the quiet center of the lake. You don't have to row. You don't have to steer. You just have to lie back and trust the water to hold you. Trust the current to guide you. Feel the gentle rocking motion, a soft rhythmic sway, ... back and forth, deeper and deeper, ... into rest. Or perhaps you are a single leaf at the end of autumn clinging to a branch. You have held on through wind and rain, but now it is time. You simply ... let go. And you do not fall, you float, you drift. You spiral gently downwards, dancing on the air until you come to rest on a soft bed of moss on the forest floor. Safe, grounded, at peace. Let go of the day. Let go of the script. Let go of the need to understand. Your body knows what to do. Your soul is ready for the quiet. Sleep is not an escape from life, but the preparation for it. In sleep, you are gathering strength. You are finding stillness. You are allowing the quiet miracles of restoration to take place, so that when the morning comes, it can be met not with the exhaustion of yesterday, but with the quiet possibility of a new beginning. So now ... drift, float. Let the last vestiges of your thoughts dissolve like sugar in warm water. Sink down into the softness of your bed, into the darkness, into the deep, healing peace of a good night's sleep. Good night, gentle soul. May your rest be profound. May your dreams be kind. And may you wake with a sense of quiet peace. Sleep now ... sleep ... sleep.